Okay. I probably wouldn't have been doing a video on this, but I just saw a couple other people do videos on it. I thought, well, I might as well talk about it just briefly. Um, this CrowdStrike IT massive, um, computer outage thing. Okay, shut down a whole bunch of stuff, right? Just because of an update. It's kind of interesting, the whole uh, ritual here with the idea of updating a system and causing a crash of the system. Okay, so the idea of, because it's like the restart of the system and then it didn't work, and so we have a massive outage and then it starts back up again. Okay, so there's analogy, uh, you know, the analogy here applies to the idea of what we might be coming up with, the reset of the matrix, the great reset, right? So it's an interesting thing to happen on, or very close to, the 18th of July, a date that I was looking at. This happened to happen on the 19th, is what they're reporting. Okay, but I'm going to show you something in a minute. It's pretty interesting. Actually, is probably a 187 reference, because when I saw it, I'm like, oh, it would have been nice if that had happened on the 18th. That would have been, almost, it would have been a good ritual to fit in with the whole dollar bill thing, um, to fit in with the 311 man dollar bill code, where we have the 155-day jumps going through the year. Okay, which ultimately I think maybe Donald Trump is the 311 man, because the 5th of November is part of those number jump sequences, and um, that's election day, isn't it? That's the day we'll know if Donald Trump's going to be back in. So that is pretty interesting. That this might also have something to do with the marking the one of these dates, okay, that falls on these number jumps with the dollar bill. Okay, 187. Let's go to it now and I'll show you why it's a 187. So what we need to do is we need to go to okay, this is the incident. Okay, look, as a result, roughly 8.5 million systems crashed. Wow. Largest outage in the history of information technology, and historic in scale. Very interesting. They're reporting it as the 19th of July 2024. Okay, but let's just go and look at something here for a second before we get all bent out of shape. On the 19th, this is the 19th of July, 4:09 in the morning UTC. I'm thinking to myself, what's UTC? Coordinated Universal Time. Okay, great. Actually, I didn't need to go to that. But there's a difference between UTC and where this business is actually located, where CrowdStrike is located. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to go to CrowdStrike Holdings Incorporated, and we need to see where the hell it's located. Headquarters, Austin, Texas. That's the headquarters. That's the head of the beast, so to speak. So we actually want to convert from UTC to Central Time here in the States. Okay, so I hope I'm getting this right. I think Austin's in Central Time. It's just a straight shot down from us, so it should be Central Time. 4:09 UTC to Central Time. Okay, gives us 11:09 the previous day. 11:09 the previous day. So this is a 9:11. This is bloody 9:11. 9 minutes past 11 on 187 on the 18th of July. So this fits in real nice with this time of when the thing goes out, when the thing starts. Okay, so this is really, 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 really interesting. I mean, why the hell would you even pick 409 for that thing to go out? I mean, I don't know. Maybe the computers are whizzing away and the servers are doing this, that, and the other, and it just gets to a point when it's ready to go out, and it just does it automatically. Or why pick why 409 in the morning? Interesting that it's 11:09 the previous day. So this is actually really a 187 reference, and I think it's actually supposed to be both, because if we go to the chart of Lorraine, let me show you something real quick before we do anything else. If we go to the chart of Lorraine, we've just had Donald Trump with this, with the 713s, yeah, and between those two numbers there, if we look at this long line, here is our 187 and our 197, yeah, on this diagonal, part of the diagonal that I call the cross of St Andrew, the Great Scott, the 311, yeah, with the 311 coming into the center of this thing. St Andrew's Day is on the 30th of November, yeah. The 5th of November is part of the number jumps that's involved in this thing, and also 155 is part of those number jumps. Interestingly enough, the CEO, can't remember his name now, but his birthday is 5/5. Now, what is interesting about this, though, is that the 409 number that we're given for the morning when it occurs, right? When this update goes out and it screws everything up, right? This 5/5 date also ties in with the dollar bill. It's the start date for the. It goes from the 5th of May, Cinco de Mayo, 122 days. It's all encoded with all the leaves and berries in the dollar bill. 122 days to 49. Okay, 49. If you go and watch, We Find has got a video out right now. If you go watch that video, you'll hear him reference 49, and somebody else. I don't know. But anyway, the 49's referenced. If you keep your eyes and ears peeled right now, there's a lot of 49 references. Tons of 49 references, 94 references right now. What's interesting though is it's going to this date, which is the previous last year it was the Labor Day fold. Okay, this year Labor Day is going to be on 2/9. An interesting day, I think, for Madonna this year, with Holiday, because Labor Day and Holiday, the song, is definitely an interesting idea, with the idea of the idea of the birth, the resurrection of man, Madonna dying in childbirth, so to speak, and the resurrection of man. Okay, but 4/9 is was the other date I was looking at for the Hoover Dam. So this guy is kind of encoding that, and the time at which this happened in the morning is kind of encoding it. And the 122 is a mirror of 155, okay, which is occurring. All these 155 day jumps are occurring in the 311 man that takes us to 187. Okay, it takes us to this 187 here. And what is this 187 is tied in with this as well. The date they're reporting it for, because it's a computer system, they're using UTC, okay, Universal Time. So this is really fascinating that this all ties together. The CEO, his birthday ties in, and the time that the thing's released ties in with the next date coming up, which is the 4th of September. So I don't know, something big might still happen that day. Very interesting. And of course, now that we've got Kamala there with the Hoover death date and her birthday, same as Snoop Dogg as well. I mean, there's just so many tie-ins right now. It's just nuts. I don't know if there was anything else I was going to put in this video. I just wanted it to be a short little one, just so you could see, that this thing might be the 187. Yeah, a murder of crows. Crow strike. The crow strikes. Yeah, or the crows strike with a murder, with the 187. So it ties in real nice with the idea of 187, murder, and crows being a murder of crows. I'm gonna leave it there. Oof, too tired. I've been oh, I'll say I've been ill. I've had a bad back for the last couple of days, and it's just been like, I can't. I just don't have the energy to do anything right now. So I think we've covered everything. Yeah, we covered this guy, George Kurtz. 5th of May. Unbelievable. I could probably do a bit of a deeper dive on it and find some more stuff, but I just can't be bothered. Interesting with the idea of the blue window. Yeah. The blue window. The metaphysical. Yeah. The Virgin Mary. The metaphysical Lake Mead. The window is that gateway into the other side. Okay. Leaving it there. Gonna leave it there. Alright, cheers. Thanks for watching. Right, bye.